the emperor had always used deceit to maintain control over his harem. Each time a concubine spent the night with him, he secretly drugged her tea, hoping to manipulate her into desiring him. Despite having thousands of beautiful women in his palace, he remained without an heir, yet he continued to marry more women, to cover up his impotence. But everything changed one day, when the emperor was forced to marry the daughter of a powerful general, to regain control over his army of 400,000. When the emperor saw the queen's portrait for the first time, he was horrified. Her thick dark nose hair and the black moles on her face resembled a sky full of stars. At that moment he felt a surge of murderous intent. His guards urged him to think about the bigger picture. Since the queen's father controlled a large army, they also mentioned that she had grown up on the frontier, and was known for her bold and straightforward personality, almost like a man in her demeanor. It wasn't unusual, since even the locals used her image as a guardian against evil spirits. The emperor was disgusted by this image, and out of hatred began to devise a plan. He would frame the queen's death as a scheme, to pit the general against his enemies, making sure he came out on top. With this thought in mind, he grabbed a knife and prepared to kill the queen. Meanwhile, the queen, furious with the emperor, cursed him for his ugly appearance, and for thinking he could outsmart her. She had already planned to drug him on their wedding night, so that he would be helpless, allowing her to give birth to a son and take the throne. Suddenly two shadows appeared in the room. Sensing danger, the queen quickly extinguished the light. A fierce fight broke out between the emperor's guards and her maids. The guards quickly realized that the queen had powerful allies. Not hesitating, the emperor charged at her with his sword, but the queen skillfully dodged, nearly overpowering him before the emperor could retaliate. The queen's spear pierced the pillar next to him, almost breaking through the entire room. The emperor, frustrated, fought back in hand-to-hand combat, but he was clearly no match for the queen's strength. He was struck hard by her punch, and injured fled in panic. Seeing the assassin escape, one of the maids tried to pursue, but the queen stopped her. After failing to assassinate the queen, the emperor reluctantly accepted the marriage, and decided to marry her. The queen, dressed in wedding attire, secretly plotted how to secure the general's army for herself, while the emperor plotted her demise. Yet the queen could feel the emperor's intense desire for her, and was determined not to indulge him. She fought back fiercely, and the emperor, unable to match her strength, withdrew his hand. At that moment, the eunuch reported that the favorite concubine was gravely ill, asking the emperor to visit. The emperor, eager to anger the queen, left his new wife behind, and went to see the concubine, hoping to spark a rivalry. However, the queen wasn't jealous, and was secretly pleased that the emperor stayed the night with the concubine. She went to bed early, leaving the emperor to stew in his own intentions. Infuriated, the emperor planned to teach the queen a lesson by drugging her drink again. That night, the queen prepared to confront the emperor. As she was about to light a candle, the eunuch stopped her, reminding her that the emperor had a peculiar habit. He didn't like candles when they were together. This in fact suited the queen just fine, since she didn't want to look at the emperor's ugly face. The emperor entered, and this time he added a powerful drug to her wine, thinking that after this night she would be completely under his control. But the queen, just as clever, had also slipped a powerful drug into the wine. Each of them, unaware of the other's plan, drank the wine in turns, expecting the other to fall victim to their drug, but neither of them drank enough to be affected.